Two teams, both unbeaten, both coming off big wins. Signal fresh from a 5-set thriller showing grit, composure, and championship poise. On the other side, Crisscross utilizing the young guns with rookies and new faces proving they belong on the big stage. But as both squads battle through the grind of the season, player availability and health are becoming crucial storylines. Tonight, something's got to give. Will Signal keep their perfect run alive, or will Crisscross handle the Super Spikers their first loss? Get ready for action, intensity, and high-flying plays only here where power meets passion. Spikers serve.
And some of the best male players in the country today will be on our floor, and they face each other. And if tonight you begin to feel like it's a championship game, well, I don't blame you. And if you think it's going 5 sets, well, I don't blame you as well. I feel protected whether the balls fly over us or into us, because I've got Panang de Conismarto with us here as you take a look at what happened throughout the day. Look at the trend, 5-4. I don't know if it's going to be 3 sets. I am doubtful about this with these two teams, Paling.
Well, definitely both of these squads, mahaba na yung history nitong dalawang squads na to. So, I'm expecting a long game. So, we'll see what will happen later.
Okay, tingnan natin kung ano mangyayari. Team standings, silipin natin kung nasaan ang ating mga kupunan. Go ahead, Panay.
Well, Crisscross and Signal are the only undefeated teams remaining for this conference. And actually, both of these squads have met 3 times in the last 3 Spikers Turf Conference. And coming into this game, both teams recognize that a victory here carries significance beyond the scoreboard. It serves as a clear declaration of competitive strength and potentially a preview of another final showdown later in this conference. And of course, for this preliminary round, only the top 4 teams will make it to the next round, which is the semi-final round. And they will be joined by 2 foreign guest teams in Japan, Kenda University of Japan and Pro Volley Academy of Australia. And that semi-final round will be a single round robin.
Previous match, Crisscross, I did their first game when they won against Navy, but in the second game they won against the VNS Griffins. And the Griffins also had a good game against UST earlier, but Crisscross was too much for them in 3 sets.
Well, you did mention too much because the King Crunchers didn't waste any time dominating their much younger opponents in VNS. And the Griffins struggled mostly in the King Crunchers offense because looking at the numbers, the attack points from Crisscross is 43 attack points compared to 29 of VNS, and also dominated in the blocking department with 9 kill blocks compared to 5 of VNS. So that game was actually a good game for the King Crunchers because they had a lot of firepower and a more balanced squad.
Okay, in that particular game, Mark Espejo did not play, but somebody who's beginning to become a shining star for a new upcoming star for this team is Noel Compton, and he had a good set of numbers for that in that particular game.
Well, Mark Espejo didn't play during that game because he was still nursing an elbow injury that he got from his stint in the Alas Pilipinas during the recent World Championships. But that game actually opened the door for Noel Campton to see some playing time. And he led the squad in the scoring department because he tallied 14 points come from 10 attacks, kill blocks, and 1 service ace. And he definitely delivered in his first starting opportunity with his new club. A very good game there for Noel Campton.
Exactly. On the other side of the floor, I was chatting with Coach Dexter, and he said it doesn't matter if it's 5 sets, 4 sets, or 3 sets, as long as we win. But in that game against Alpha, they had a scare of their lives.
Well, definitely, because Alpha Insurance gave the defending champions a run for their money. That was a 5-set match, and it was a very close game, but still Signal found a way out of that game and won that game because Coach Dex Clamore got big help from the depth of his squad. Actually, halos lahat ng players niya in the lineup he was able to use during that game, and everyone contributed. But still, Alpha Insurance nearly kept up with Signal in every set and every category. because halos dikit-dikit lang yung mga attack points, block points, and service aces for that game. Ang nagbago lang is yung 5th set, yung end game ng Alpha Insurance.
Magsasalita na si Donna de Guzman, pero let's talk about Louis Ramirez, who is their microwave. Napaka-loaded ng lineups na itong dalawang kupunan. Wala nga akong matanggal. Kung ako coach ito, mahihilo ko sa dalawang ito eh.
Well, definitely, ang dami niyang pwedeng magamit here in his lineup, and Louis Ramirez actually didn't need a lot of time to heat up in their game against Alpha Insurance. He only played 3 full sets in 1st set, 4th set, and 5th set, but still was able to score 23 points, 20 attack points, and 3 block points for Louis Ramirez.
O kung ano man yung plano ninyo, baguhin nyo na. Kasi malamang ito, hindi matatapos ng 3 sets. Samahan nyo kami through our hashtag at SpikerSturf2025. And now we can give it to Donna de Guzman, who will introduce everybody that needs to be introduced for Crisscross and Signal.
Coming to you live here at the Feel Oil Eco Oil Center, San Juan City, is the 2025 Invitational Conference of the Spikers Turf, where power meets passion. This is the preliminary rounds, match number 12, featuring the Crisscross King Crunchers and the defending champions, the Signal Super Spikers. Officiating this match, our national referees. First referee, Mr. Fernando Velarde. Second referee, Mr. Joven Roselis. Let us meet the starters. First, for the Crisscross King Crunchers. Starting with jersey number 2, Jaron Requinton. Wearing jersey number 4, Kim Malabunga. At number 5, Jude Garcia. Number 9, Adrian Villados. At 19, Noel Campton. Number 24, Edlin Colinares. Their starting libero, number 18, John Philip Pepito. With their head coach, Anuson Thai Bundi. Calling on the Signal Super Spikers. Starting with their team captain at number 8, JP Bugawan. At number 4, Steven Rotter. Jersey number 10, Wendell Miguel. At 18, Chris Silang. Jersey number 20, Lloyd Josephat. At 21, Louis Ramirez. Starting libero number 7, Vince Lorenzo. Headed by Mr. Dexter Clamor. It's the Crisscross King Crunchers versus Signal Super
And we have the starting lineups for both teams already flexing their muscles here, Panay.
Well, looking at the starting lineup for the Crisscross King Crunchers, slight change in their starting, where Polinares will start as a middle blocker. And looking at the Signal Super Spikers naman, change din. Comparing to their last games, where Chris Silang will start as their setter and Steven Roller will start as their opposite.
Okay, we've got tons of national team material in this particular game. And Ty Bundit, of course, calling the shots for the King Crunchers. Dexter Clamor, of course, who is a setter at heart. Won 4 titles as a setter for his school, for Perpetual. And you understand why sometimes he can be happy and frustrated sometimes with the setting of his team. In the meantime, first point on the board is courtesy of a block.
That was a good kill block from Signal Super Spikers. That was a super block because ang ganda nung pag-wave na yon sa cross court and really guarding that cross court of Jude Garcia.
Already on the board is Signal, 1-0. And there's a net touch. It will be a point for Crisscross on a violation. You know, we are not kidding when we were saying that this could go 5 because they're so evenly matched. Historically, ang frustration itong Crisscross, they've never beaten Signal in the championship. Down the middle. And another point, courtesy of an attack by Signal.
That was a quick side out from Signal. Actually, kakastart pa lang natin ng first set. Grabe na yung balikan ng bola from both squads.
And you can tell that both these teams prepared for this particular game because they are both undefeated, as mentioned earlier. As the first clean attack by Crisscross is managed well by Signal. Ramirez shooting away. Reverse set. Oh! And Rotter is repelled and thrown away.
Well, parang mag-outside yung attack na ni Garcia on the opposite. Ang taas ng daan ng bola but still there was a check ball from the blockers.
Mga hindi totoong tao maglalaro dito. Jude Garcia. Mga talagang flyer eh.
Oo, flyer na may hang time pa.
Oh, na. In the meantime, first attack by
Josafat.
number 20, Josafat. That's Lloyd Josafat, and that Signal's second taste of the lead. Serve now belongs to Louis Ramirez. Louis taking his sweet time here. Trying to get used to that jump serve of his. Here comes the set. The attack off the block. Rotter sliding on the floor. Wendell Miguel flying. Unable to make a clean hit. Louis Ramirez. Here comes a middle attack. It rolls on the net. Miguel. And does he get the corner? He does.
There was also a check ball from the blockers from the King Crunchers. That was a long rally but good coverage from the libero of Signal.
And the first 2-point lead has been established here by Signal. Louis Ramirez. Boom! Requinton managing that. Just at the net. We have
kept
the
alive.
kept alive. Drop, kept alive. Another long rally. Panay overreach.
Yeah, the ball was
Double
already on the
contact.
side.
Double contact ang tawag. But it looked like an overreach.
Yeah, here sa angle natin looked like an overreach because the ball is already on the side of the Super Spikers. Let's see that again.
Of course, the formal term is reaching beyond, ano? But, ayun.
Pasok na yung bola sa Signal.
And therefore, Louis Ramirez will continue to serve his team in front. They've scored the last 3 points. They're on a 3-0 run after we were tied at 2.
Good
Kaboom,
serve.
kaboom, kaboom. Villados. Recycled offense here. Miguel shoots away. Gets it to bite. And now it's a 4-point lead by Signal.
Very good start here by the Super Spikers. Kahit ang lalakas ng bolang pinapalo ng King Crunchers, naka-establish yung blocking sila. Kahit hindi man kill block, but good check. So the coverage was very steady on the floor of Signal.
And now the issue here is, can you make your defense stand and withstand the pressure all throughout the 3 sets or 4 sets? As Louis Ramirez sends that into the net. First service mistake. Jude Garcia, the human flying machine, will serve.
Good first ball.
And a good attack down the middle, no problem that time for Josafat, who has his second point.
Because that was a very good first ball from the libero. Saktong-sakto lang kay Chris lang. That's why he was able to activate his middle attacker right away, leaving only 1 blocker in front of him.
Agad nagtrabaho yung gitna, yan, ha? Villados setting this up. Blocked. retain one more time. That's hit outside. King Crunchers steal the point. We have some very noisy King Cruncher supporters, completos ricados, with banners and balloons. Picked up downstairs by Wendell Miguel. Oh, wicked shot by Rotter.
That was from the back row. And a very good set play here by the Super Spikers. Nice first ball from Miguel and a reverse set on the opposite back row for Steven Roller. And now we are at first technical timeout.
Welcome back to the Spikers Turf Invitational Conference 2025. We are live here at the Phil Oil Eco Oil Enter in San Juan. And the rivalry continues to heat up as the Signal HD Spikers or Signal Super Spikers take on the Crisscross King Crunchers, their first clash since Signal's championship win last conference. Signal head coach Dexter Clamora says the match will truly test both teams' systems, especially with the inclusion of Alas Pilipinas players, adding that his familiarity with Crisscross's tendencies gives Signal an edge. Meanwhile, Coach Ty Bundit keeps his squad composed with his trademark no-pressure approach. And for both teams, more than trophies, it's their team's pride on the line. Back to set one.
Thank you very much, Denise Valdez-Sancho. 8-5 ang ating bilang as there was that attack coming out of the technical timeout. Down the middle we go. Louis Ramirez soaring and flying. Oh, nowhere to go for Requenton.
That was the second kill block from JP Bugawan.
And so far, Paning, Signal has been alert on what Crisscross wants to do in the match so far.
So parang ang ganda nung preparation nila coming into this game. They know kung anong klaseng set plays yung meron ang King Crunchers.
But they waste that serve, sends it into the net off the serve of Wendell Miguel. That is the second service error by Signal. This serve received cleanly by Vince Lorenzo. And that is quickly scored upon. It's now a 4-point lead at 10-6.
So whenever Chris lang will get a good first ball, yung una niyang hinahanap yung mga middle attackers niya, setting them up and zero tempo, meaning mauna mo nang tumalon yung mga middle attackers bago siya magsiset. Kaya nalilate din yung blockers ng King Crunchers.
Requenton. The cross-court pass is neutralized, but Louis Ramirez missed the target there.
May halong gigil yon dahil ang ganda naman din ng taas ng bola ni Roller.
Kuminsan pag nagigigil ka, kinakagat mo yung mga ngipin mo.
Oo, tapos gusto mong paluin talaga ng malakas.
Ay, short. Nangyayari. So, eto si Requenton, also played well against the Navy, was our best player there. Kept in play nicely by Miguel. Counter, the net is shaking. And it's going to be a point for Signal.
Credit that point to the good defense of Wendell Miguel. Coming from an over-attack. But take a look at that net fault from the King Crunchers, giving a free point to the Super Spikers.
4-point lead, a familiar refrain for Signal in this opening set. Rotter with that rocket serve of his. Blocked. Captain play. We're going to have tons of blocking here. Whoa! A bit of a facial.
Overset.
Lumipad. Kinuha niyo sapat. Reversed by Silan. Ramirez shoots. But we are in our second longest rally. This is a block.
Oh,
Josafat, it is going to be tossed over to the other side. And that's okay. If you're Coach Dex, you're okay. At least there was energy.
Yan, grabe din yung floor defense and coverage ng Super Spikers. Medyo nahirapan makapatay o makakuha ng bola doon ng King Crunchers, but credit to their squad as well because they had good coverage, and Jude Garcia finishing that long rally courtesy of that off-the-block attack.
Vince Lorenzo and the other libero, Prudencio, are alternating, and there's a closed door, nowhere to go as Malabunga and Garcia connive.
I think that kill block will be tallied from Jude Garcia. That was back-to-back points from him.
Pero alam mo naman yung gitna, mundo ni Kim Malabunga yan eh. When he's there, his team is usually in a very good place on both ends defensively and offensively. This shot is too long, it's out, and the lead of 3 has now been reduced to just 1 3-0 run by the King Crunchers.
A very good run here by the King Crunchers. Really being patient and taking it 1 point at a time kahit na ang laki ng lamang ng Super Spikers kanina. Now they only need 1 point to tie things up.
Serve of Colinares in play. One arm pickup that time. The shot, is it good? Yes, it is. Garcia dancing up and down. We are tied. 4-0 run.
Good run. And forcing a timeout from Coach Dex Clamor. Take a look at that attack again from Jude Garcia on the opposite.
Handle, exclamative, and minus reception. Laging better than slash. Okay, so now, reserving float, received by set. Kailangan plus double plus na tayo dun. Advantage tayo kay Kim. Mabagal si Kim bumlock ng first tempo. Don't focus on spiking line. Sometimes cross is open. Hey, now. Side out. Let's go. Hey, signal!
Coach Dex trying to make it as clear as possible to his players. They have lost as much as a 4-0 lead. 4 errors by Signal, 1 by the King Crunchers so far. We've got Colinares serving. Tries to serve short. The reverse set. That is denied. And the lead has now changed hands. It's a 5-0 run now by the King Crunchers.
Well, a very steady serve here by Colinares. But medyo may halong gigil itong King Crunchers dahil that was a 5-0 run already from the King Crunchers. And now if you're Signal, they just need to have a good first ball. Yun yung nawala kanina during the start of this set. Ang gaganda ng first ball nila, sakto kay Silang. But may mga nakita pa tayong over-receive from their squad.
Edlin Paul Colinares serving. Down the middle, big strike coming from Lloyd Josafat. We're tied at 12. Josafat now with 3 in this first set.
Well, there was a double substitution on the side of the Super Spikers earlier. Now EJ Casanya and JM Ronquillo
are in the floor already. So bumalasa si Coach Dex, Louis Ramirez and his serve. It's punched very high. Casanya sets this up. Reverses. One hand on it by Prudencio. We are active on the floor. We are flying. We are diving. But nowhere to go on that one. The lead is now in the hands of the King Crunchers.
There was a miscommunication on the side of the Super Spikers on who will get that drop ball because Wendell Miguel actually saw that already and went for the dig. But EJ Casanya went there also, kaya naman halos nagkabungguan sila on who will get that drop ball.
In the meantime, a service error on that particular serve by Garcia. We are again tied at 13. Lloyd Josafat is all set to serve. Tries to serve short. Quick play. Nangaagaw ng bola itong katabi ko. Akala naman niya tatabaan ako. Yan ang favorite ko yung regalo. Pag Pasko, birthday, volleyball. Hala!
Oh. Good serve. And now,
Dalawa na!
yung first ball na ng Super Spikers na nagiging challenge for their squad.
That is so true, ha? Nag-reverse yung flow ng laro, ano? Naging control niya ngayon ng Crisscross, King Crunchers. In the meantime, they have a 2-point lead. That we're down, being down by as large as 4. Reverse set. Good set. Good delivery. Lead is trimmed down to 1.
There's a good height on the attack on the opposite from Ronquillo.
Ang volleyball talaga, no, bawi ka agad.
Oo.
On to the next point right away. And we have Rotter and Silang returning. Coach Dex satisfied with what Ronquillo and Casanya have done. We have Jao Umandal appearing for the first time here in this game. He'll pull out Wendell Miguel. Serve now belongs to Signal. No subs yet on the part of the King Crunchers, who now have arrived at the technical timeout. The second, this time they're in the lead by 2. We will return. Very rich history in the rivalry of these two. The interesting and intriguing part is that King Crunchers have not defeated Signal when it matters the most, and this is the history of their rivalry.
Well, all-time head-to-head where the Super Spikers leading by only 1 game. 7 against 6
and perhaps
of King Crunchers.
Yung isang game na yun, yung Spikers Turf Open, ano, yung nanalo
Finals
sila.
pa.
Ano?
Yes, but
Isipin mo, no, yung 2025, hindi manalo yung Signal, ano?
oo, but ang grabe din yung head-to-head nitong dalawang to dahil and we're seeing it now na we're still at the preliminary rounds, but the
Yep.
quality or the way they play is grabe, ang bibilis numabalikan ng bola, and they really know the strengths and weaknesses of either squads. Pinag-aaralan nila yon before a meeting for a game.
Dex Clamore, of course, you see him with the tablet. Very high-tech approach, and that is blocked out, and we are at 16-15. Kung minsan may isang team talaga na kontrapelo mo eh. No? Na, you know, you can't beat them when you have to. You seem to beat them every time, but when it's most important, when it's a championship, when a medal has to be won, can't do it. And that is what the King Crunchers want to reverse this time around. Big serve. Big shot. But big pickup in the back row by Umandal. Well done by Preliminaries.
A zero tempo set play again in the middle. Ito naman, this time King Crunchers will do that. Na-late doon si JP Bugawan for the block.
Miguel will return and Umandal is drawn out very quickly. I saw Mark Espejo begin to make an entry. I thought he'd sub in, but they'll hold that for now. 2-point lead by the King Crunchers here in the first. Looks long. Yes, it is. That won't work that time for Adrian Villados.
And free point given to the Super Spikers.
This is still close and tight, huh? 17-16 as 16 will serve. Where he'll go now with the serve of JP Bugawan. Pepito receiving. Cleanly hit.
Yeah, over the blockers. That was a very good set. And take a look at that approach and elevation again from Jude Garcia. Ang laki ng opening doon sa down the line na block ni Steven Roeder.
Jude Garcia, no? Yung physical attributes niya, yung talents niya, and just so much on display every time he plays. Ramirez hesitated. Reverse set. Rotter says, I got it. Long shot. Requinton is there. Double block. Nowhere to go that time for Campton.
Naunahan si Noel Campton ng mga blockers ng super spikers. Ang baba na ng daan ng bola niya when he went for that open hit.
And this coverage on the net was already well placed. We have a 1-point first set, 18-17 tally here. Down the middle we go. Preliminaries knocking that down.
We're seeing a lot of zero-tempo quick hits from both squads. Good first ball from Campton and being activated yung middle attackers nila. Nakita na yun ng King Crunchers na dun din lumalaki yung lamang nila.
That's beyond reach. And Signal kicks away and they stay alive here. If you're just joining us, the early part of this set, there was a big lead by Signal. It was at 6-2 and at 8-4. But that disappeared quickly in after the first technical timeout. Here's Ramirez serving anew. Good direction. Nowhere to go for Van Tracy Prudencio there.
That was down the line attack. I thought the block was there, but Jude Garcia saw that opening.
Big changes being made by Crisscross. Mark Espejo is already on the floor.
Mark Espejo and Echo Adahar checking in for the King Crunchers. So now, Noel Campton will play as an opposite.
I think it answers your question kung ano number talaga ni Adahar, ano? Mukhang 23. Mukhang 23 talaga eh. Ako, I listed him as 28, pero sige, 23 siya. Score, 21-18. Humihiwalay na ng konti itong koponan ng Crisscross. Oh, that punches through. Zapata has been having a good first set.
Good connection between him and his setter.
This is the game of the week for these two teams, actually. So important to have a head start against the other, your rival. And it is now a 3-point lead as that service error hits Signal anew. Kaboom. Good combination. That is hit out. Miguel slamming it into the blocking hands.
Using the hands of Requinton, scoring at that point. Naka-establish na yung block ng King Crunchers, but he was still able to see that hand off the block, getting their 20th point.
Service errors, 3 by Signal, 2 by the King Crunchers. That is tapped over. He changed his mind. Reverse, Rotter, it's out of reach, and Rotter trims down the lead to 1.
Humahabol itong Super Spikers, and now they have a full front row.
I anticipate long sets dito, yung mga 24, 26.
Mga extended sets ba ito?
Pati yung gabi, extended tayo rito. Namantala, long! Another service error, the 4th of Signal.
But the timing of these service errors during the latter part of the first set, at kung kailan sila yung humahabol sa lamang ng King Crunchers.
Here's Bagalay, who will see action. Usually, he's there to serve. And that's Philip Bagalay. Kanina, assistant coach siya sa FPU.
Oh.
Mahaba araw niya.
Kanina pa siya.
Sa venue natin. Miguel gets that to go the second time around, allowing the block to hit out, and the lead is just 1 point.
I thought the set was a bit too low for him, but he was still able to use the hands of the blockers again.
Doon na lang niya tinarget eh. Hindi, kung pataas-taas pa sana yun, baka naitusok pa niya eh. Tama yun. Nice reach in that time. And that is beyond reach. Adahar unable to control it. We are tied at 23. Why not?
Yeah, cross-court attack there by Steven Roller. And now we're tied at 23. Timeout here called by the King Crunchers.
Ito, dito si Mark. Ito, blocker. Weakest blocker tong open spiker. Mark, ha? Kunin mo, kunin mo.
1 point, tama. Hey, compose lang ulit tayo, okay? Tara, doon tayo sa shoot na gagawin. 1 point muna, side out. Isang side out lang ha, isang side out.
Resiban na natin. 1 good receive, ha?
Reception tayo, ha?
Hey, Crisscross! Crisscross!
Right long.
It was a timeout to settle down the troops, so to speak, as they themselves have lost as much as a 2-point lead in the course of the tail end of this opening set. Naka-recover ng konti ang Signal. Tabla po tayo at 23.
During the first timeout called by Coach Dex Clamor, we heard him reminded Steven Roller na not to target down the line often. May cross-court din dahil madalas open daw yon sa King Crunchers.
Yes. Espejo denied entry. Ramirez and JP Bugawan working together. That punches through, and we have the King Crunchers at set point.
That was a tight set, but still Mark Espejo was able to get that set point off the blocks of the blockers.
Mark Espejo and Adahar are drawn out. We are going to have a timeout. Let's try to listen in to Dex Clamor.
Okay. Pag-rally, hindi binibigyan si Preliminaries. For sure, nandito si Mark. End game kay Mark ibibigyan. So we have, no, kanina, during the rally. So we have to block Mark. And alam naman natin, extramatic yung bola, kailangan close ka sa outside hitter para block ka. Next, now, now, side out. Okay, si Preliminaries na dyan, for sure, nasabayan to. But we can do moving. Tumba and then pipe, si Lulu. Okay? Harap ka? Okay, basta moving. Pwede rin naman doon si Steve. Diba? Go, let's go! Hey, signal!
I love the names of plays. Tumba, may movie, may whatever.
Tumba is be quick. That's a set play for the middle attackers.
They were talking about having to block Marcus Espejo. Mark's been drawn out right now. In the meantime, set point for the King Crunchers. Can they close the deal?
Oh, good check. Oh!
Kept in play. We are alive. What chance to attack? Runner denied. We go the other way. Ramirez. Oh! Nowhere to go. And that first set goes the way of the King Crunchers.
Grabe yung rally na yun. But that was actually a good save from Jude Garcia. He was already waiting for the attack down the line. But no coverage there on the side of the Super Spikers, giving this first set to the Crisscross King Crunchers.
And we will have the second set in all the excitement that's just beginning to heat up here in just a short while. Okay, on your screens, the Signal ladies, the guest player, Katrin Trebichapska, Erica Santos, Rani Gandler, and Dawn. The Dawn. Well, what more do you say, di ba? Pangandili Katindig, of course. It's nice to see them supporting their... Not every team has a male and female complement, and it's nice to see the Signal players from the PBL supporting the men's team.
And looking at the set 1 highlights, it was actually a very good start for the Signal Super Spikers. They had good first balls and defense, good coverage from their side, but not until a 5-1 run of the King Crunchers where Colinares started to serve very steady. And ang ganda na din ng mga basa nila sa mga attackers ng Super Spikers, and until the latter part of that set, forcing the Super Spikers to commit errors in the serve department and even their coverage. But looking at the numbers, halos dikit lang yung attack points. Crisscross actually had 14 attack points compared to 17 of the Super Spikers, but both squads were able to tally 3 block points but 1 service ace for the King Crunchers. But difference dito is yung errors ng King Crunchers. They were able to limit their errors for the first set with only 3 errors compared to 7 ng Super Spikers. So like what I mentioned, nagkaroon sila ng 5-1 run during the start of that first set because they had better serves as well, forcing the receivers of the Super Spikers na hindi na mahatid ng maayos sa setter nila. Kaya nawalan na din
first
sila.
Ball, ano?
Yes, nawalan na rin sila ng mga quick hits nung time na yon at nabantayan na ng blockers ng King Crunchers.
Just to give you an idea of the scoring parade, for the King Crunchers, it's Garcia with 7, Compton with 5, Raquiton and Colinares with 2 each. Malabunga contributed rather a point. On the other side of the floor, Signal has Rotter as the leading scorer with 7. Miguel, I'm not surprised with the 5 points. Josafat chipped in 6, and Bugawan only 1 point. And I guess they have to find some more offense going into the second set. If you are Signal, Paneng, anong mga first mong i-address dito sa second set para maitabla mo ito?
Well, yung napansin ko kanina nung first set, may mga times na gigil sila when they go for their attack. Ang gaganda din ng mga sets na binibigay ni CRISS lang. But they just have to be more patient. And sinayang din nila yung laki ng lamang nila nung first set. But that gave an opportunity for the King Crunchers na makadikit at makalamang na rin.
Dapat yan hindi makita yan dyan. Dapat hindi makita yan dyan. Pwede siya mo purong sa ano.
Okay, it's a little housekeeping on the part of referee Fernando Velarde, who wants to run a tight ship here. It's about where everybody is positioned. Meron decorum yan eh. May protocol yan. May box dyan po. Wherein there is a certain limit. Not everybody can sit on the bench. At kaya nauso sa volleyball na wala nang umuupo sa bench, no?
Ng mga players?
Hindi ba, no? Bakit kaya? No? Di ba dati kasi nakaupo lahat ng gano'n? Ngayon di na eh. Kailangan nakatayo doon sa kanto.
Well, as much as possible kasi kahit nasa, we call it box, pero or nasa bench ka, gumalaw-galaw ka. Dahil ang hirap na nakaupo ka ng matagal by just watching the game.
True, ha? Tapos bigla kayo papasok. Serve ka.
And then sinasabi pa ng coaches na kung sino yung naglalaro sa loob at kung sino yung nasa labas. Pag nasa labas ka, dapat mas mainit ka pa pag pinasok ka sa loob. Ang hirap.
Napakahirap. Coach, kanina pa ako giniginaw dito. O siya, si Requinton ang magsaserve. 2 points siya kanina sa opening set natin. Miguel gets that to go. And Miguel now with 6 points.
Martin Bugawan will start for the Super Spikers for this set. Take a look at that cross-court hit from Wendell Miguel.
Nahanap yung spark plug si Dex Clamor. Tabla po tayo sa 1. Miguel serving. Down the middle, we have a big hit.
Bumitin pa dun si Colinares for that middle attack.
And he has 3 points already. in the match. Counter, blocked, but kept in play. Oh, diagonal right into the arms of Rotter, who couldn't lift it up. Garcia knocking that in. He has 8 points.
That was a very sharp cross-court hit and a loaded one.
Mahirap pag nakainit si Garcia. Ang hirap niya i-contain.
Tuloy-tuloy eh.
Oh. Ramirez's version, it's a check ball, and Louis Ramirez brings them to 2 points. Martin Bugangan serving. Missed shot. I think it touched the player before going out. That's what Kim Malabunga is saying. We will have the first challenge of the match. And I think it is signal saying that they did touch it.
Yeah, they did touch it. So hindi na magtutuloy yung challenge. The point will be given to the King Crunchers.
Kung minsan nagtatagal eh, no? When yung momentum ng laro, and in the spirit of sportsmanship also, sige na, okay na yan. I like it when that happens. Para umandar na yung laro.
Oo, tsaka, I mean, if it's really a check ball.
Oh, bawi-bawi. Rotter firing away and scoring. It is a 4-3 second set.
A tight second set once again. Targeting down the line. There was a huge opening there in the block.
Rotter now with 8 points.
The serve.
Bullet eh, no? Sumasalok pababa. Oh, Jude Garcia. Now with 9.
Halos lahat ng palo ni Jude Garcia, cross-court. And still, hindi pa nakaka-adjust yung defense ng Signal.
Campton serve in play. Miss. Oh, but they'll take it. They'll take it. Josafat says, I missed it, but thank you.
Narinig mo rin halos walang contact sa bola yung attack na yun ni Josafat. But a point is a point.
It's a point, it's a point. Josafat now with 7. Oh, Rekenton, such a mean little weapon on that pin over there.
And that was outside.
Outside ba?
Yeah, it was outside. So the point.
Kala ko down the line. Oh, well. Sige, signal says. Thank you. Louis Ramirez and his serve. And Prudencio unable to contain it.
Medyo long ball yung quick hit na yun. Yan, wala sa pwesto yung libero ng Signal.
Oh, wala nga. Wala nga. Even the hands were not in the proper place. 6-5. 1-point lead that this time by the King Crunchers, who took the first set. Oh, bullet-like shot. No problem that time for number 24. That is Edlin Paul Preliminaries. Watch this.
Good first ball and a 0 tempo set. Oh, straight to the net, giving a free point to the Super Spikers.
Pero alam mo, bilis mag-manufacture ng points ng King Crunchers. When they're behind, gagawa ka agad. Pag lamang sila, gagawa agad.
And usually, once they get a good first ball, ina-activate nila kagad yung middle attackers
Gitna
nila.
agad, ano? First option kagad yung gitna. Ito, try natin. Then Rekenton enjoying that, relishing that. 2-point lead as we hit the first technical timeout of the second.
You're still watching the Spikers Turf Invitational Conference 2025 Set 2 of this rivalry between the Signal Super Spikers and the Crisscross King Crunchers. A force to be reckoned with, King Cruncher rookie Noel Campton delivered 14 big points against the VNS Griffins, showing his growing confidence. Pero ang hanap pa rin daw nila yung eagerness na tapusin yung games which they wish to see today. With team captain Isay Marasigan and at least 5 other players down with the flu, leadership has been hard to find. But Campton is stepping up. Still adjusting to the system and shaking off rookie jitters, he's slowly finding his groove, showing flashes of the scorer and leader he can become for the team. Back to set 2.
Okay, Denise, thank you very much. Alam mo yung flu? Umuulan, umaaraw. Tapos pa-practice training yung mga athletes, lalaro sa aircon, di ba? I mean, it really affects them in the meantime. 4 touches.
Everything working well for the side of the King Crunchers, giving them a 3-point advantage for this second set. And if you could see the body language of the King Crunchers, parang ang gaang nila maglaro, especially during this second set, really enjoying the game. And sunod-sunod yung mga magagandang puntos nila na binibigay, even check balls.
Eto, lumilipat na naman ang mga player natin. Miguel! Labas. 9-6 po ang bilang natin. Now 10-6 na.
Iniwasan ni Miguel yung blockers ng King Crunchers, but that one, too much of an angle.
Hindi mahuli ng signal yung rhythm na gusto nila, no? Kasi ang daming weapons. They're playing defense a little more than they have to play offense. Parang hindi sila makadevelop ng tempo, maka-counter-attack. In the meantime, ito, on 2. Ito, baka sakali dito, magbago ang simoy ng hangin. That's blocked out and it's 3 straight points by the King Crunchers, and Dex Clamore has seen enough.
We will block 1. We block 1. Pag nagbago na siya ng palo, saka tayo magbabago. Block 1. Tigasan natin itong kanan natin. Okay, now, side out. Hindi kailangan magmadali. Makapasa lang. Taas niyo yung pasa. Nangyayari, alam niyo kaya namamadali yung center? Binibilisan din natin yung pasa. Binibilisan yung pasa. Binibilisan yung palo. Okay, oh, now, unti-untiin natin. Unti-untiin. Let's go.
Isa. Let's go.
Yan ang hirap na naghahabol pa ng ano, yung pagka yung isang side ang init ng laro, tapos ang hirap maghabol, ano. You're trying so hard, pero parang araw nitong King Crunchers so far, ha?
Well, I agree also to what Coach Dex Clamore mentioned to his players na minamadali ng Super Spikers yung receive nila and then yung set plays. Kaya nakita natin na may mga iba na nag-overball na and low na yung mga sets.
Yon, better execution. Medyo
relaxed.
Relax, that's the right word. At medyo nilagyan ng konting pagkaswabe ang execution. So, after a long drought, they scored their 7-point. They're still down currently, though, by 4. Casanyo serving. Oh, ganda ng set. Oh, lampas lang. Lampas lang. Ganda ng set and lampas lang. But they want to contest it. They want to challenge it.
No, there was a check ball from the blockers of the Super Spikers.
So, inamin na nila?
Oo, inamin na.
Ah.
Parang free ball, 3-point na sana yon for the Super Spikers dahil medyo ang layo ng daan ng bola ni June Garcia. But there was a check ball. 5-point advantage here for the King Crunchers. Outside.
I'm guessing, Panenga, attitude ni Dex dito, wag natin daanin sa challenge yung points na makukuha natin. Parang feeling niya kayo, magtrabaho kayo dyan. Hindi ko i-challenge yan hanggat hindi kailangan. Pero I'll be sporting about it.
But this is actually a good game or good second set from the King Crunchers dahil ang laki ng lamang. No, first set walang ganito dahil dikit
Ito na si Louis Ramirez. Bumira na from the back row. 13-8. It's not an easy game for Signal here today.
They actually had a very good start ng first set. Pero nawala sa kanila yung momentum and then hindi nila na-sustain yung good start nila dahil ngayon medyo bumababa na yung laro nila on the second set.
Yung alam mo itong mga new players nila, alternate players nila, si Preliminaries, si Canton, they don't even have to use Mark Espejo. And not because Mark is not good, but Mark is nursing an elbow injury kasi. That's why he did not play in that last game, although he did play in that Navy game. Block, 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 reverse. Block, block, block.
Oh, that one is inside.
Misread, ano?
Prudenciado was actually going for the first ball, but I think he heard someone from his team
Shout out.
Yeah, shouted outside.
Out, out, out.
Oh.
Yung mga unfortunate turn of events, ano ha?
Oh, finally a middle hit from the Super Spikers. Yun yung nawala sa kanila dahil majority of the sets binibigay sa opposite or sa open. Kaya naman yung blockers ng King Crunchers, binabantay na yung mga wing attackers nila.
Exactly. So, biggest lead earlier was a 7-pointer by the King Crunchers, and this serve by Martin Bogawan, too much. As we arrive at the second technical timeout, King Crunchers still in the lead, 16-9.
Sobrang laking tulong kasi like yung mga nakalaban namin doon, yung iba lalo na yung nakalaban namin yung national team ng Thailand, parang sobrang lakas, hindi ko inasahan na sobrang lakas nila ngayon. Tapos ayun, parang maganda naman yung naging resulta. Same lang naman kasi parang magkakakilala lang naman eh. Parang ang kailangan lang naman siguro is yung yung communication talaga and yung kailangan usap-usap sa loob ng court kasi minsan nawawala talaga.
These players have been teammates on different teams, sa college, sa national team. They know each other so well. What a great generation of players on both the men and the women as the game continues to move forward. Ako confident ako sa SEA Games. I think we'll get the gold sa men's. Some women's will have to fight hard against Thailand and Vietnam, of course. In Vietnam, ano pa rin no? Hirap talunin talaga.
Powerhouse talaga eh.
Sobra. In Thailand pa, 69. But there's always a first time. Here we go. Better reception. Close to the net. Rotter. Denied. Reverse. Rotter. Denied. But it's hit out.
But still a 6-point advantage here by the King Crunchers. Malayo to, but kanina we saw a 5-1 run, so nothing is impossible.
Eto na si Steve Rotter.
That's outside.
Ganyan talaga mag-serve yan. Ganyan. All the way.
Back-to-back service errors from the Super Spikers. That will not help their squad, especially during this time na sila yung naghahabol.
And they need points. This is a repeat of the biggest lead established in the second set. Rotter. And that is hit away. 17-11 now.
Good side out for the Super Spikers.
Signal continues to commit errors, 5 against just 2 by the King Crunchers. Quick play.
Oh.
Iya.
Nanggigil doon.
Nanggigil si King.
But actually good intention from
Oo
him
naman.
na push long dahil yung coverage naka-waiting for short ball.
Actually, pagka ganun, you're praying if you're the defensive team, bakit napunta uli sa player na ito? Naku, buti na lang long. Naku, ang lalim ng serve na ni Ramirez. Counter, and the block holds for Signal with Osafat conniving with Casanya there. But they are still down by 4. Ty Bundit wants to talk to his team.
Dalawa, coach. May macro. May macro ka. Kim, diretso, 0 tempo ha. 0. Blocker mo, setter. Setter ha, ibabawan mo ha. Setter. May bakro dito. Sino bakro dito? Noel. Si Noel. Ha? 0. Blocker, setter. Kahit sino pwedeng bigyan.
Okay.
Tapos cover lang tayo.
Basic lang. Dahan-dahan lang ulit. Cover yung bola, dahan-dahan lang.
Hey, Crisscross!
Ito yung ating last play bago tayo nagkaroon ng timeout na hinihingi ni Ty Bundit. Silyado. 3-0 run by Signal, but they're still down by 4 here in the second. If you just joined us, it was close and tight in the first set. 25-23 was the winning set of the King Crunchers, who came from behind. Ramirez, lalim. That's an ace coming from Louis Ramirez, and Pepito unable to contain it.
4-0 run now for the Super Spikers. Actually, Louis Ramirez is the one who has a steady serve for their squad since the start of this game.
Na-develop na ni Louis ito eh. Although nagkamali doon, saka nung World Championships, siyempre nakita niya lahat ng team sa mundo, gano'n na serve eh.
Oo, jump serve, top spin.
At saka pag nagkamali, okay lang. On to the next na kagad. 18-14 po ang ating bilang. Miguel, there's a set for Rotter. Sealed, nowhere to go, and the lead is 5 points again.
That was actually a tough one for Rotor because he is in the back row and masyadong malayo yung set sa kanya. Kaya the block na naman ng King Crunchers, expecting that cross-court hit from him.
Parang from a defensive standpoint, dito pupunta to. Nabasad. Malakas ang serve. And that'll trim down the lead to 4. Some new names are going to be on the floor. Although JP Bagawan, if I'm not mistaken, the brief stint earlier, number 19 is
Maglinaw.
Yep.
Will do the serve and sweep for the Super Spikers.
Yeah. Vince Maglinaw.
And JP Bugawan checking in for Martin Bugawan. Oh! That was a tough one. The timing of the errors for the Super Spikers.
Yung so-called service specialist, good if you can put it in, you'll play a little more, but that's immense pressure talaga. That's a tough job. This serve, counter service error. Villados, the setter, bungling that serve, and the lead is 4. And the setter of Signal, EJ Casanya, gets it to float in. Nice set. Beautiful set.
Beautiful hit from Jude Garcia.
At yung distance ng pagkakaseta.
And a triple block pa.
Ayun. Ang layo. Nakahanapan ng iskinita daigang ways. Turn right. Ayoko na. Turn right. Work it on. Back row.
Oh, the block was there.
Good track down that time by Policarpio, and Signal obtains the point.
I think he targeted down the line that time.
Prudencio was the, my mistake. Prudencio got to it cleanly. I can't forget the error kanina yung na-misjudge niyang in or out. Top call yun, ha. Hindi nalagyan ng paa, eh.
Or maybe nga because someone from the team shouted.
At saka, di ba, nakaharap siya sa bola, hindi siya nakaside, hindi siya nakaharap sa depensa, eh. So can't blame him also. It's 22-17. Prudencio. Did he get it? Finally got that to punch through. Rotter is producing points, Panay.
Yeah, 12 points so far from him, coming from 10 attacks and 2 blocks.
And Garcia says I can match that as well with
Same things, same numbers, 12 points, 10 attacks and 2 blocks. So battle of the opposite hitters from both squads.
Here's Bugawan, he'll serve. Block, it's covered. Ramirez shoots away, it's off some hands.
Very smart hit from Louis Ramirez, really waiting for the block of Jude Garcia and using his hands to score.
(22-19). Bugawan, Villados. We are alive. That's a pancake that works. The whistle we play on. Villados with a fly. Oh! What a block!
Solid block. That was a double block from Roller and Josafat. Guarding down the line and cross-court very well. Take a look at that.
All dressed up, but nowhere to go. It's a 2-point second set. Signals trying to stay in step every move of the way down to the finish line here. Garcia got to it. Villados.
Oh, good dig.
Oh! Louis Ramirez overcooked it.
I think they will challenge.
Love it when the assistants go bananas, ano? Hindi makita ko ano yung card na itataas.
Pampalighten daw ng mood dahil sobrang dikit nitong second set na to.
At saka, alam mo, to the credit of both coaches, we flowed nicely here. Hindi maraming challenge na challenge. In fact, Signal has acquiesced and agreed when they touched the ball. They said, okay, let's move on. Tama na yun. Point against us na yan. But this one, they want to contest.
And that fault challenge. Medyo mataas yung daan nung bola ni Louis Ramirez. But let's take a look here if there was indeed a net touch.
Parang no.
No?
Okay lang, sabi ni Coach Dex, we play on.
Successful challenge, so the point will stay with the King Crunchers, giving them a 3-point advantage for this second set. But now double substitution. Mark Espejo will check in and Echo Adahar.
Parang si Mark Espejo is there to make, if he has a chance to make the final point, the final points. Sige, pasok ko dyan. At saka yung front line, when there's a chance to put him there, he's there.
And this is a strong lineup for the King.
Yes, it is.
Strong front row for the King Crunchers. Noel Campton and Malabunga and Espejo.
As you say, it's a full front line and they can toss it over. Gotta keep counting. 1, 2, 3. Ramirez says, take that!
That was a good down the line hit. He saw that slight opening on the block for down the line.
You're right about the slight opening. Parang side street na maliit na nakalimutan na ng Waze na hindi man lang naka-register sa Waze. 23-21, Rotter, sumalok pababa. Ah, good pickup on the back row by Miguel. Louis doesn't want to waste it.
Yun yung mga gusto ni Louis Ramirez na off the system play na mataas yung set sa kanya on the open because he has a full approach and high reach on the attack.
Parang nabuhayan itong signal ah. Okay, timeout tayo ng kick catchers.
Advantage tayo dito, Mark.
Okay.
Setter ha, black
After.
Kim, ito ka. 5 ka. Kim, run. 5. Setter, blocker ni Mark.
Okay, good.
Mark, setter
Okay,
ha.
go, go,
100%.
Guys,
Isa lang, pare.
Napasa lang ha.
Pinapasok lang naman ang serve. Zero
Ito,
tempo
info na.
nga. Kuhanin mo yung middle ha. Kuhanin mo.
Guys, first attack. Okay, pag naka-transition siya, 80% kay Louie na. Okay, black tayo.
Hey,
Crisscross!
Happy.
Crisscross!
First set was close and tight. It ended at 25-23. This one will probably end in that parameter, in that range as well. So the serve belongs to Steve Rotter. Ooh.
Good serve.
Oh, Sapat nailing it. And they had their backs turned to the ball actually.
It was a over-receive, so of course, Josafat, regalo na yun eh. But Eko Adahar was trying for that one-handed set na hindi na niya abot. He jumped, tumama sa kanya, and he's a back row player.
And a 3-0 run right now by Signal is in progress. They have tied the second set. Rotter, cannonball serve. Oh! Ciliado Josafat rising to the occasion here. Sabi sa'yo, nabuhayan yung Signal after a couple of plays. Eh.
Yes, and ang laki ng lamang ng King Crunchers kanina, as much as 7 points.
Yes, indeed. (16-9), 17-10, and all his serve. Regalo, not quite.
Oh!
That's too much, and we.
I think they will challenge if there was a block touch.
On this time around, they're not going to admit anything.
Umami na si Ramirez ah. Umami si Ramirez ah.
They're asking Miguel. Coach Dex is asking Miguel, the captain.
Umami siya. Dumay na siya ng check eh. So ini-insist ka ganun may check. Diba? Meron siya.
They're claiming that Ramirez admitted to it. So we are tied at 24. Referee Velarde is claiming and holding on to the point that Ramirez signaled
That there was a block touch from him.
Now Louis is so disappointed.
Hey. Now, 24 all. Side out sa atin.
Yes.
Kakaintindihan. Sino nag-serve? Sino welcome to?
Noel na ngayon.
Eh, for sure, ipapasok lang yan. If you will do full, it's either not over or outside. But we have to be ready. Who's in front?
Coach.
Louis,
Louis,
Lloyd.
EJ, Lloyd. Sino nasa gitna? Sige, Malabunga.
Espejo, tsaka...
Taas lang natin. Zero tempo. First tempo. Sino na dito? Now, first tempo. Okay,
Baka mag-double sub na sila.
Okay, guys. Pasa lang muna. Pasa lang muna.
There was a clear instruction from Coach Dex Clamor. Bago nila ma-execute yung set plays na yun, zero tempo, activating the middle attackers, they need to have a good first ball. So Noel Campton is in the service line now. We know he is one of the good servers from the King Crunchers.
Their claim is that ipapasok lang. They're anticipating na safe serve ito. But you never know. No, it won't be. He'll attack. Not a safe serve. He took a gamble there. Rotter. Kaboom. Boom, boom. And the point that was lost has been regained. They are at set point. It should have been a one set already, but life goes on here. 25-24. Umandal will come in for Miguel.
Good response from the Super Spikers coming off from the timeout of Coach Dex. And now they have the advantage to close this second set.
Ang linaw rin ng timeouts ni Dex, ano? Ang linaw niya maglatag. Set point again.
Oh, inside.
It's an ace. It is an ace. Louis Ramirez, who was so disappointed that he may have given the wrong signal earlier, now gives Signal the second set, and it'll be a 26-24 set count equalizer. We're going at least 4. Don't go too far away. This is such a delicious battle.
Sa preparation ng team, giving all the effort, 101% lagi sa training. And of course, yun nga sa national teams, sobrang laki ng natulong sa team kasi nga they shared yung mga knowledge nila, lahat ng skills and ginagawa nila sa national team, na-apply namin ngayon sa CIGNAL. Sa preparation ng team, giving all the effort, 101% lagi sa training. And of course, yun nga sa national teams, sobrang laki ng natulong sa team kasi nga they shared yung mga knowledge nila, lahat ng skills and ginagawa nila sa national team, na-apply namin ngayon sa CIGNAL.
Excited po ako at happy po ako na nakabalik ulit ngayon sa Crisscross kasi normally bumabalik lang ako sa Crisscross kapag end season na. So ngayon ito may time ako to prepare, makasama sila. I hope na maging maganda yung resulta. Nakasama ako through pre-season and during season.
And that's the set line so far. We are tied at 1 set apiece. Close and tight all the way. Look at the score. So close, so tight. 25-23 in the first. 26-24 in a rather dramatic second set, if you may call it that. Kala ni Louis Ramirez, sorry. Sorry. Sabi niya, servang ko nga ng ace ito para makalimutan niyo yung supposedly sumenya siya daw eh. Sabi ni referee Virate. Anyway, life goes on.
But the set went to the Super Spikers. It went on their way. But actually, it was a very good start from the King Crunchers for that second set. But they weren't able to sustain their good momentum and good blockings for the latter part of that set. And looking at the numbers, halos malapit lang yung attack points. 16 attack points compared to 13 of the King Crunchers. Same block points, 3 block points. But actually, the Super Spikers pa had more errors. 8 errors compared to 5 of the King Crunchers. But yun na nga, latter part, we saw good serves from Ramirez and more aggressive hits from the attackers of the Super Spikers. From 7-point lead ng King Crunchers, nababa nila yun sa 3 points na lang hanggang sa nagsunod-sunod na yung good setups nitong Super Spikers. And looking at the leading scorers from both squad, Steven Roller with 16 points now, followed by Josafat, 8 points. But for the King Crunchers, Garcia leading their squad with 12 points, followed by Noel Campton with 8 points.
And nabuhayan ng Signal after doing with what you mentioned as a recovery from as much as 7 points down. It was 17-10 actually. So, alam mo, kahit may lamang ka, hindi ka nakasisiguro, ano ha? Baka biglang uminit ang depensa at opensa.
And yun na nga yung nangyari nung second set. Uminit na yung depensa ng Super Spikers. Kaya nakadikit sila sa lamang ng King Crunchers. And now, start na ng third set.
At saka si Roder, kumapit na yung mga serve niya. Ni-score na siya. Rekenton flying. Oh, it goes back on one pass. And it stays down and out. Nobody gonna stop Garcia, who has 13 now.
Same starting lineup for the King Crunchers. And different here sa Super Spikers. JP Bugawan starting again as the middle blocker for their squad.
Serve nicely in. Basanya. That's blocked, but kept in play. That's blocked again. And that's 2 straight points by the King Crunchers.
Wendell Miguel tried to change his target, but ang ganda na ng blockings ng King Crunchers. Saradong-sarado.
Yeah.
No space there in the cross court.
Back going into this third set, both sides have scored 6 blocks against each other each. Nice play. Well done. Combination, threw off the defense. Kung hindi 0 exactly in tempo, negative siguro to.
But actually, parang nag-screen lang yung middle attacker nila eh. To give way for the approach of the back row hitter.
How volleyball has changed, from the era of the open set, then the Asians invented the one in the middle, and then the 0 tempo. And in the meantime, that is going to count. It is 3-1 in favor of Crisscross.
Good start again here by the King Crunchers for the third set.
Here's Rekenton. Uh-oh. Rotational fault.
Rotational fault called on the Super Spikers. Now our second referee is fixing their position.
Referee Joven Racelis was waiting for it to happen. They're clarifying it. They're checking the starting lineup. Kasi yun ang batayan eh. Kung ano yung submit mo eh. I'm not surprised when players sometimes forget that. Pag nasa floor ka, yung mali ang, yung sa dami ng kombinasyon kuminsan.
Positions.
But it will be called, you cannot move until the serve is done eh. Ang hirap din ng coaching ng volleyball. You have to remember that also eh, no? Where everybody is eh. And a couple of referees, Referee Erlindo, Mr. Lopez is trying to sort this out. To our left here,
Ano, nasa likod po.
Oh, nandun na yata si router tapos nandito sa harapan. Di overlap na. Diba? Magpalit
And you
ng
cannot
pwesto.
occupy the space of another player kasi din eh.
Kaya nga, ang problema, yung setter mo, pumasok na yata rito. Yun yata anong nangyari. Tapos si router nasa likod. So nagpalit na ng pwesto. Diba? Okay.
This is the point of contention, ha?
Before i-release yung bola, gumalaw na si Steven Roeder to go for the attack position.
Oo, among other things, than the position of the setter. Thank you, Direk Rolo Campo. Hindi ka lang magaling magdala ng tinapay at masarap na merienda. Magaling ka rin mag-anticipate. It's a really if you read the FIVB rules, it's really very complicated. I tried once, then I had to talk to the referees on how it's executed. You have to see it para makita mo how this happens.
And then medyo nag-change na rin ngayon eh.
Meron,
yung positionings whenever you will do the receive.
Kasi ganyan, in all sets, the first server is always the setter. That has hardly changed of late. So it's 4-1.
Order sa taas, kailangan hulutan ha.
This was also on opening day. Last Monday, we had a long argument about this when it was Crisscross against Navy. And Navy was saying, kami ba mali? And then it took us 15 to 20 minutes to decide and sort it all out. Reckinton. Rotter hits it high and out. He did not make a clean connection with the ball.
Ang layo din ang inikot niya.
Oo nga, no?
Oo,
If you think about it, ha?
Yeah.
Galing siyang Ayala, nagpunta muna ng bandang Makati, at nandun pa sa Makati, tapos dumaan na the traffic sa Pasig. Layo. Hindi, malayo talaga. Sorry.
He was on the left position and then ang layo ng inikot niya to go for the opposite hit.
Dito na lang tayo sa Ayala. Mas madali.
Iniba ni EJ Casanya yung positions ng spikers niya para less rotation na lang.
Nakakapagod yun sa spiker, di ba? Ito, At saka before the ball is served, you cannot be in that take-off position. You have to be inside the court.
Right, because you have to prepare to do the first ball receive muna before you prepare for the attack spike approach.
I cannot forget that call. I was called for that once in a game. Umaatake na ako sa side. Biglang So those things you never forget. 3-5 ang ating bilang.
After that service ace from Wendell Miguel.
Ganda ng atake. Ooh, they punch it up. Good set. Green, but it's hit out. And it'll go to the King Crunchers, who now lead by 3, 6-3.
The block was there, but it sailed out. Again, Jude Garcia targeting cross-court.
6-3 po ang ating bilang dito sa ating third set, sorry. Oh, that pierced the defense. Nobody standing in the path of the attempt there. Watch this.
That was actually a high reach on the opposite hit from Roeder.
Ang taas, ano ha? 4 against 6. Bugawan with the serve. Picked up from down low.
Oh!
Reckinton flying with the greatest of ease.
No blockers from the side of the Super Spikers. Kahit back row hitter yan, you will usually see at least 2 blockers.
Parang sa bilis ng pagkakagawa ng King Crunchers, hindi na nakareact to make the block. Or a semblance of a block. 7-4 tally here. Rotter's version. Good recovery.
Nice set.
Thompson trying to be sneaky. Rotter. Oh, good one arm pick up that time by Garcia. Oh! Thompson will get a high 10. from Taibundit. And they lead by 4 now, Paneng.
Hindi lang high 5, high 10 from the head coach.
High 10. We will have the first technical timeout of this third.
Welcome back. This is the third set of this match-off between the Signal Super Spikers and the Crisscross King Crunchers for the Spiker Serve Invitational Conference 2025. Patibayan ng mindset, ganyan daw talaga basta rivalry ng Crisscross at Signal according to Louis Ramirez, as Signal aims to secure a top 4 spot. Aside from getting the win today, securing the eliminations is crucial for the Super Spikers before the national team players leave for the SEA Games. Coming off a 23-point explosion versus Alpha Insurance, Louis says he wants to carry that same energy, and with the SEA Games fast approaching, he's focused on staying sharp and consistent, knowing these games are vital for both team chemistry and national team preparations. Seb, Paneng, every rally now builds toward the bigger stage. Back to you, Seb and Paneng.
Thank you very much, Denise Valdesancho. And while you were reporting, there was a furious exchange, and losing out was Signal. It's now a 9-4 third set.
That was a good push from Noel Campton, targeting zone 1. Good serve.
Lumalakas ang mga serve habang tumatagal tayo, ha? Campton gets it to connect.
So the game plan here for the King Crunchers ay lakasan yung serve nila. Na kahit na, laki na lamang nila, 6 points now. But they still want to maintain that good serves from their squad to force a not good reception from the Super Spikers.
Campton with 9 points already.
Service ace! Woo! Jude Garcia leading the squad, not just in the attacks but also in the service area.
13 points already by Garcia.
Timeout, Signal.
Yeah, I don't blame Dex Clamor. These players are ending up watching the powerhouse serves.
Pero the ball was exclamative. Setter yung nasa harapan nila. So pwede mo ibigay kay Louie. Hindi porket sinabi ko na yun ang isisetan mo, susundin mo kaagad. Exclamative yung ball eh. Kailangan mo dumiskate on your own din also. Next guys, o receive. Again, exclamative and minus reception is better than slash. Ang nangyari, slash ng slash. Over ng over yung bola. Tama? So i-absorb lang natin dahil malakas. We have second touch. Pwede tayong pumalo ng blackout. Pwede tayong come over. Okay, nice. Guys, uunti-untiin lang ulit natin. Let's go.
Hey, Signal! Super!
There's no other way to do it. Bit by bit, slowly. Tama yung sabi ni Coach. Of course, they have their own words or their execution. I'm gonna ask Dex ano yung exclamative very soon.
Oo, tsaka ano yung slash.
And he was talking to Casania. Dex is a setter, so you understand his concern. However, they produce a point out of that timeout. It's just their 5th point. They're still down by 6.
But coming from the timeout, hininaan ni Jude Garcia yung serve niya. Iningatan niya, mapasok lang yung serve compared to the loaded serves that he had previously.
Raw turn, no end inside. This is a big shot by Requinton from the pike. No connection. Oh! Crafty move by Compton.
First drop ball from him. And right in the middle defense of the Super Spikers, they're all waiting for strong hits. Kaya ang layo naman ng defense ng squad.
Sabi ni Wendell Miguel, lapit tayo ng konti. Ang layo natin. Bullet serve in play. Block!
Solid block.
Yes, indeed.
What a third set here for the King Crunchers.
And they have now established, Baneng, their biggest lead in this match, an 8-pointer.
Definitely everything working well for their side. Now, Coach Dex will have a double substitution to change things up. Silang and Ronquillo checking in.
Check me if I'm wrong. Si Silang started, ano? Shane starting
Yes,
in the setter
that's
kanina.
right.
Tapos si Casanya just came in the course of the battle. In the meantime, here's Campton.
Oh,
Fought by the net, however.
but they have a comfortable lead. Another substitution for the Super Spikers. Umandal checking in for Miguel.
Referee Villarder double checking kung sino ang captain because Miguel stepped out, because the rule states only the captain can address the officials. Here's Louis Ramirez.
Good check.
Good set.
Oh!
Not cleanly hit, but you get a high 10 from Taibundit.
Hindi siya ganun.
Hindi ganun, ano?
Oo.
Kung may microphone tayo doon sa may bola, siya, ang lambot eh, hindi pata.
Oh, hindi solid attack. Dahil medyo malayo sa net yung set. But yung approach ni Requinton is going near the net.
Oo, at saka yung angulo maganda, so natulungan siya. That is hit outside, 7th point of Signal is on the board. Si Coach Tai talaga pag nagko-coach siya, concern siya doon sa blocking palagi. More than anything else. Quick.
Oh!
Sarado, kantado. Walang napuntahan si Colinares.
Bantay sarado.
Yes, indeed.
JP Bugawan with that kill block. One-on-one against Colinares.
Yan ang isa sa mga strengths ni JP Bugawan.
Blocking. Nice set.
Ito si Requinton, ano, no? Parang ibon din ito. Di ba? Hawk ito, lumilipad eh.
Also one of those players na ang ganda din ng hang time.
Oo, no, sobra. Parang saranggola eh. Can stay on in the air for as long as the string is there. 15-8. That's blocked out. That'll make it 15-9 here in the third.
Mandal knows how to use the hands of the blockers to score a point. Off the bench pa yan, naka 2 points na si Omandal.
Yes. And Joe has made a living staying right there in the middle. In the front line. Oh, too much heat.
He was actually under the ball.
Yeah.
Masyadong nakailalim yung tawag doon ng mga coaches. And that point will give a point to the King Crunchers. Now we are at second technical timeout.
Okay. Ito ang ating latest team standings. Panengkaya naman nagbubugbuggan itong dalawang ito eh, no?
Yes, and we did mention these both squads actually undefeated so far for this conference, followed by Savoj Alpha and UST with 2-1, FEU and 1-2, and VNS and PGJC Navy still looking for their first win for this conference.
Keep in mind, ano, ang format natin, top 4 will join 2 other teams, and this is the schedule as we head back to the Paco Arena where we began this league. Actually, Spit Doctors against Crisscross. Spikers go up against George Pasco's Navy side that, as you pointed out, has not hit port, has not scored a win yet. 7-point lead. Requinton, ball alive. And that's hit outside.
3 points now for Jao Umandal. Take a look at that. Off the block.
Hala.
Oh, outside.
There will be a challenge.
Oh, ball in, ball out.
Magkaroon kaya ng challenge, too strong or too weak? Di ba? Di ba?
But that was a good serve actually from Umandal.
Di ba, nag-complain yung isang team, can we challenge? Masyadong malakas yung serve. Di namin makuha. No, but that's the way the game is played. Both for the men and women, ha? Huwag mo sasabihin porque women malambot ang serve. Of course not, ha? You've seen a lot of the women score on the jump serves nowadays.
Yeah, but majority of the servers puro jump float. And yun din yung minsan yung mahirap makuha na first ball dahil nag-iiba ng direction eh.
Yan ba pag alam ng coach kaya mo gawin, i-encourage it ka?
Yes, actually. And meron din times na pag parang challenge ka lang ng mga coaches na they want you to improve or level up your serve. Na parang from standing serve, oh, let's go back here first.
Out ba?
It's inside.
Inside.
Super liit lang ng touch sa line.
Hindi shadow, ha? It's inside.
It's inside. So that was a successful challenge. The point will go to the Super Spikers. 5-point advantage here meron ng King Crunchers.
So coaches, when they see you can do it, they'll encourage. Nilalagyan ng mga cones dyan, ano?
Yes.
Ano. Ito pa, isa pa. Out of reach. Another ace. He won't stop. He'll keep doing that.
Back-to-back service ace. Timeout here, King Crunchers.
Need to remedy that. They'll do something about it.
May pilay. Sige, kaya likod ko niyan. Hey, listen. Last set, ganito yung nangyari. So, kailangan natin solusyonan agad. One, attack. Okay? Visipan muna natin. Okay? Let's go. Come on.
Guys, B-pass is okay. B-pass is okay. Handle go.
Confidence lang. Confidence lang.
Basta. Kumpiyansa lang pare. Kumpiyansa lang.
Compose na, compose.
Ready kayo, tenga.
Hey, Crisscross!
Let's take a look at that last service ace. Watch it.
Strong serve, well-targeted one. Rinig mo yung ganda ng contact sa serve ni Jao Umandal.
One more time. This serve has initiated some kind of rally, but it is managed. Requinton said, that's enough. That's enough. Pepito started by keeping it in play, and then Requinton nailed it.
Very good first ball coming from the libero of the King Crunchers.
Edlin Preliminaries. Oh, well done. Ronquillo contributes.
Good target, avoiding the blockers of the King Crunchers. Take a look at that back row hit again from Ronquillo.
Holy, linis ng space, oh.
Laki ng space na yun down the line.
John Mark Ronquillo has brought his team within 4. They have the serve. Nearly bungled. Campton. It's alive. It is playable. Uh-oh, somebody got hurt there.
Was it Jao Umandal who went for the second ball?
I think he crashed into the seats there.
Let's take a look what happened there again. But we did saw someone chase for that second ball.
It is Zhao. Diba?
Yeah, it's Zhao.
And he will slam into the railing there. Wisely and prudently, the play was stopped. I think we're going to replay the point.
Yeah, I think so too.
We were unable to see how his foot got into contact with the railing, but reports have it that it's his right foot that ends up hurting in that last collision with the railing. He's down there, sprawled on the floor. Oh boy, just when he was beginning to serve with a lot of heat, he welcomed these contributions, of course. In the meantime, tough set. Oh, that punches through. Ginawa ng paraan yun, ha?
Yeah, hindi na ganun kalakas yung attack ni Jude Garcia, but he was still able to find that opening from the block.
Look at that set from Villanos.
Ang hirap din nun eh. Hinabol niya para hindi lang mag-overball.
Twisted in the air. The serve, a rocket as well. Block, but not contained.
Quick side out.
Here comes Signal again, Panay.
Yeah, kanina, 8 points yung lamang ng King Crunchers. Now, 4 na lang.
The score then was 13-5.
We rarely see that short serve from either squads kasi ang lalakas na mga serves nila, really targeting long ball. And I think silang saw the receivers of the King Crunchers waiting for a strong serve. Lahat nakaatras.
They ended up being dumbfounded by that. Better coverage that time. And the point.
It's outside.
It's outside. And here we go. A 2-point game. 3-0 run by Signal.
So we also heard coming from one of the assistant coaches of the King Crunchers that this also happened during the second set from their squad.
Denied. Requinton. That's out. Ronquillo thought about it, but it's way out of reach. Finally, nakaabot sa 19 ng King Crunchers.
Back-to-back sets for Noel Campton, being able to convert that second set to a point, giving them a 3-point advantage once again.
Guerrero and Pepito are alternating at the libero position for the King Crunchers. Guerrero's on the floor right now.
Outside.
That's too much.
3-point given to the Super Spikers.
You know what each side is trying to do? Overpower the other with serves here.
Now Louis Ramirez getting ready to serve for the Super Spikers.
They go the other way. It is inside.
That was a tough set from Villados. Ang layo ng hinabol niya. Almost on the left side na. And Jude Garcia is in the back row.
Angelo Almendras will see action for the very first time, pulling out Malabungan. He's there to serve for the King Crunchers. Nico taking a deep breath. Louis Ramirez receiving. Handled well. They will set.
Oh, still alive?
Yes, no whistle.
No
Play
whistle.
on.
Oh!
We have a challenge in the middle of, they feel probably the ball was already on the floor. Yep, floor touch.
Floor touch. They were challenging that save coverage from Villados.
Nice reaction from both benches. Ano? Nagtatatalo nitong mga assistant sa kanan natin ng King Crunchers. Ganun din sa kaliwa.
Nagtatatalon ang King Crunchers dahil good save. Tapos nagtatatalon yung Super Spikers kasi point na nila.
That's a better description.
Oh,
Here ito.
yeah.
Oo naman. Nasa sahig na.
Floor touch. The point will go to the Super Spikers. Successful challenge.
Believe ako sa coaches, they see everything. Ano?
Maybe may kanya-kanya silang trabaho there on the bench.
Yes,
Ikaw
absolutely.
bahala sa mga challenges.
Walang sisihan. Sige. Oh, Rekenton with a cross. He's going crazy here.
Yeah, you could see the intensity on his face. Kanina, smiley siya whenever he scores a point. But this time, very intense.
You know, he wants to win this. They want to change history. They want to show Signal that we can win almost all the way. But there is Bugawan.
That was a fast drop ball from JP Bugawan. Now, babalik sa court. Steven Roller and EJ Casanya.
Alam mo naman may drama itong dalawang sides na ito. When the King Crunchers were formed, some players who were in Signal moved over to the other team. Some alliances, relationships were wounded. But here we are. Let's play on. Good set. Pag sa set nakita mo maganda, usually it results in a good point. When the blockers have been thrown off completely.
Yes, and you saw that coming from the reverse set from Villados.
Ayan, no? Goodbye, blockers. Although they're late, they're there, they're late. 22-19. First set went the way of the King Crunchers. Signal roared back in the second. Did they get it? Yes, they did.
Inside. Quick side out here for the Super Spikers.
Oh, both coaches coaching hard. Both staffs are doing their utmost. They want to win this, no question. It's late in the night, but who cares? Another short serve.
Oh,
And Garcia has a clear path. He can usually deliver. Malabunga will return. He'll pull out Almendras. Crisscross is 2 points away. Oh, Rotter says, I don't care. 23-21.
there was only one blocker in front of him, and we know he's the highest scorer for the Super Spikers. And if you leave only one blocker, sure point na yan for Steven Roller.
Close to the net.
That was a close set, but still was able to drop the ball in between the defense of the Super Spikers.
Watch this. Villados is doing such a marvelous job with those difficult sets. We are at set point now for the King Crunchers.
But there's a challenge. Reaching beyond the net.
I'm looking at Coach Dex and how he's working with his team. We are at 24-21. Everybody's looking at the big screen. Here we go. No.
Yeah.
No.
Unsuccessful challenge there for the Super Spikers. So the point will stay with the King Crunchers.
And we are at set point. Taibundit is getting impatient over this lull because taking the third set is just a point away.
Substitution. Crisscross. Crunches.
Bagalay, and that's the point of contention. No, it's not.
Yeah, that was a good reverse set from Villados.
Super Spikers.
Timeout here, Signal.
Tumigil. Guys, wag mo muna yung reklamo. Trabahuhin muna natin. And we should be every time na dumidepensa tayo, we should be in the right area. Okay? Kasi pag wala tayo sa right area, magulo yung defense pattern natin. Oh, watch na yon. Okay? Wala imposible. Kayang habulin yung tatlo na yan. First, nasa harap si Adi. Nasa harap si Kim. Okay? Sa kabila. Okay? So yung nasa harap na middle natin. Hindi pa na-block ni Kim si Lloyd. So it's up to you, either Lloyd or Louie. If the ball is exclamative, you can set with Louie or you can set with Rotor. It's up to you. Now, maka-side out tayo, break point, pull. Okay? Let's go!
Signal! Super!
Volleyball, parang chess, each point, each move. And there's Mandal who collided with some of the railing there as he tried to keep the ball in play. Philip Bagalay. Rotter. Outside. They will challenge.
There's a challenge on the last play by Signal. Ball in, ball out. Challenge. Signal. Ball in, ball out.
I think masyadong iniwas din ni Steven Roder yung opposite hit na yon sa blockers.
Naman si Taibundit, old school din siya. He doesn't like this challenging, and unless he is to use it himself. If this holds, the set is over. Here we go.
Oh. Inside. Right on the line. So that's a successful challenge.
Substitution. Crisscross.
And so, we are not yet done. Sabi nga ni Coach Dex, walang imposible.
22.
Big serve. Big set. And we are done. And I don't think there's a question about it anymore, Panay.
It all started with a good serve and nice approach from the middle attackers. A middle attacker of the King Crunchers. Kaya nakakuha siya ng isang blocker. And there, Noel Campton, ang laki ng opening na yun in the cross court. Strong finish there for the third set for the King Crunchers. They closed that set. They are now up by one set. 25-22. that was the end of the third set. That was a close one, and actually with King Crunchers closing that third set 25-22. They had a very good start and nagkaroon pa sila ng lead as much as 8 points for that set. But then Signal HD Spikers inching closer to the scoreboard of the King Crunchers because they focused on their serves. They had more good blocks, good first balls, and more aggressive attacks from the Signal HD Spikers. But then it was not enough to get that or to close that third set. It went to the Crisscross King Crunchers. And looking at the numbers, attack points, 19 attack points compared to the 14 of the Super Spikers, and they had 2 kill blocks and 1 service ace. Tabla lang tayo sa errors. 3 errors lang from both squads, really minimizing their errors. But then at the latter part of that set, it went to the King Crunchers. Jude Garcia led the team in the scoring department. So far, already had 20 points, followed by Noel Campton with 14 points, and the Quinton with 10 points for their squad. But the Signal HD Spikers, Steven Roller with 19 points. Siya pa lang inakakuha ng double digits in the scoreboard. But followed by Louis Ramirez and Josafat with 9 points each. So this time, fourth set, still the King Crunchers still using the same lineup, but the Signal HD Spikers, Wendell Miguel will start again for their squad, and JP Bugawan. There was actually a scare from the King Crunchers nung third set because akala nila mauulit yung nangyari nung second set nung lumamang sila ng as much as 8 points. Tapos unti-unti lumalapit itong Signal HD Spikers, and we heard that from one of their assistant coaches reminding them that it happened no second set and wag na nilang pakawalan yung advantage na nila na meron nung third set.
Exactly. So, hindi naman siguro bukas ng madaling araw matatapos ito, no? Hindi naman siguro.
Maaga pa daw.
In the meantime, King Crunchers, I think they want to finish this quickly. And they score the first point of the fourth. Here comes Jaron Requinton. Has played well here. Requinton keeps it in play. Campton has also played well. Putas. Bugawan filling up that hole.
A fast drop ball from JP Bugawan.
Wendell Miguel will be serving. If you're just joining us for set and the third went the way of the King Crunchers as that is scored upon. The second set went to Signal at 26-24.
Back-to-back quick hits from Colinares.
Laki ng contributions ng Campo, Colinares, and the others as well. It's been a well-rounded effort by the King Crunchers. That's out of reach. And Louis Ramirez continues to scintillate there.
That's the 10th point from Louis Ramirez.
Si Louis may tendency ganun na makakalimutan mo siya before you know it, he's hurting you with 12, 14 points. Bugawan. Campton denied. Hook back up. Campton shoots again.
Oh, down the line.
Not too many of those tonight, but that counts.
Triple block pa yung meron doon sa harap ni Noel Campton, but he was still able to see that opening from down the line.
He seems to like that left pin. Gusto niya yung masikip na eskinita na yan. 3-2 is the count here. What a serve by Garcia. Ramirez denied. Kept in play by Josafat. Luis. Ooh. If this was baseball, that would have been a home run. Really big hit that did not sail down.
But
they will challenge.
I think the intention of Ramirez is to
hit the hands.
Hit the hands para makakuha ng check ball dahil hindi na niya na kumpleto yung spike approach niya.
And I think he was deep under the ball on it. So he had no good he did not have a good angle on it actually. So the challenge is now being reviewed.
Early challenge for
Well,
the Crisscross.
signal is okay. Wala, no? No, not at all.
Yep.
And the point will go to the King Crunchers. It will stay at 4-2. You know, Signal needs everything they can get here. They're down in the set count, 2-1. Garcia. And Compton, a little of everything.
Nakita na niya na pa-overball yung first ball na yon. But iningatan pa rin niya kasi baka mamaya ma-reaching beyond naman siya.
5-2.
Good start again by the King Crunchers.
Ramirez. Casanya.
Oh, good check.
Compton. Requinton. And King Cruncher shooting at all cylinders here.
All cylinders indeed.
And Dex Nomore has no other recourse than to stop the bleeding, call a timeout.
Hey, side out right away. Side out. Di tayo agad maka-side out. Ayan, nahihirapan tayo sa mid, pati sa dulo kasi nakakalamang agad sila. Side out right away. Next. Hey, even middle, you need to spike long. High and long. Kasi pag ginabaon natin, nadya-check nila. Nakaka-block rebound sila. Okay, let's go.
Forward agad, ha?
Hey, signal! Super!
Watch that last bit of fiery action with Jaron Requinton blasting away.
Back row hit. That was a very clean one from
Yes, indeed.
Requinton.
6-2 count.
Oh, what a serve.
Yes. In the meantime, Lorenzo set it up, but this goes through, and Taibundit doing a bit of his familiar dance here.
Signature Taibundit.
You know, the players who have been under him tell me that, of course, the language difference, but it's in training where he really works on his teams. Huh? In the meantime, Miguel.
Nakalusot.
Yes, nakalusot.
Gandang bawi from Louis Ramirez. Their team is down by 4 points so far. Ang layo ng block.
Oh, nga. Rotter will be serving. Villados, the setter of the other side, has made the signal. Ooh, Requinton good. Oh! Oh, malabunga.
Oh my goodness me. Good first ball and a very clean setup there in the middle.
If there was a perfect play tonight, that could have been it. We will try to look at it when we return.
You're still watching the Spikers Turf Invitational Conference 2025, set 4 in favor of the Crisscross King Crunchers against the Signal Super Spikers. Sev Paneng, Jude Garcia continues to embody Coach Taibundit's happy, heart-strong mantra, now leading the leading scorer for the King Crunchers this match. A multi-time MVP, Jude's passion for the game remains his driving force. In my conversation with team captain Isay Marasigan, he praised Jude's mentality, how he channels frustration into focus. Yung nag-overload kapag may lapses, lalo na he's fueled with this match with the goal to get the championship against rival Signal. And adding that is Jude's improved leadership and now more vocal and composed as one of the team's senior figures. And meanwhile, no, balikan lang natin kanina yung humabol si Jao Umandal ng bola. Their physical therapist just confirmed that Jao Umandal had a right ankle sprain. Medyo namamaga matapos matapilok. So we won't be seeing action from Jao as he's now focused on a recovery. Back to you, Seven Paneng.
Thank you very much, Denise and Boy. Ang hirap yan, Paneng. Walang ligong maayos mamayang gabi. Walang lakad na matino yan for a couple of days yan. Oh, look at the fly. And look at this. The King Crunchers are just oozing here.
A quick side out from the King Crunchers.
They're just flowing here.
Ang daming lumilipad.
Oh, man.
Good sets, good approach, and a very good hang time.
But good counter that time by Wendell Miguel. And Malabunga was saying, I was out of position. Sorry.
At hindi na nakahabol si Colinares nga doon. Kaya isa na lang yung blockers na naiwan kay Wendell Miguel.
Here's also Matt. Hello.
Oh, one-handed block.
Villanos thought about recovering it, but way out of reach. Lead is trimmed down to 3.
Take a look at this one-hand block from JP Bugawan. Ang ganda ng basa na yun.
They need anything, everything, a little of everything here. Campton. That did not work. Tough angle to operate in. Ooh, did he? I'm always worried when players hit that post over there.
Ang hirap din nung pinanggalingan nung set, ang layo, tapos dikit sa net. And especially if your team is down sa scoreboard, talagang gusto mong gawan ng paraan yung mga sets na tumataas.
Saka kahit na mahirap, sige na, go. Dala ng pangangailangan. 10-6 ang ating bilang. That is long and out. Brings Signal within 3. Seven, 10.
Tight set. No block touch.
Hindi nakuha ni Requinton yung kanto. Lead is down to 2. Each set has been thrilling. Hindi, lalamang na malaki, habulin. Tapos, kagatan sila hanggang dulo.
Kaya nothing is impossible kahit gaano kalaki yung lamang ng either squads.
They got it. They got the corner.
Inside. 11-8 now.
Alam mo, maganda sa King Crunchers, ang dami nilang weapons. They can go to Compton, they can go Colinares, Garcia, of course, is a given. Ito, si Requinton, kanina pa to Blocked.
Outside.
And it's out.
Yan yung mga leading scorers ng King Crunchers, si Garcia, Compton, Colinares, Requinton. Malabunga also, 4 points so far.
Miguel. Reverse.
Jude Garcia. How will you stop Jude Garcia when he goes for that full approach, high jump and high reach on the approach, on the hit rather?
And Colinares is fake, just to walk everybody there. 12-9 tally here.
Oh, good
Off
check.
the block. In play. One more time with Garcia. Rotter, it's out of reach.
But 3 players from the Super Spikers running towards that ball.
Ako ang believe ko, lakihan ng space ng volleyball.
Oo,
Dahil sa habol, But, venues are not designed for that. And some big venues are. Kaso marami tayong computer. Dami natin nakaupo rito.
Doon na tayo sa taas ng bleachers.
Which is also not a bad point of view.
That's true.
Campton using his left hand. Rotter shoots.
Oh,
Malabonga
solid block.
says, "Where are you going? Where are you going?"
Saradong-sarado yung block na tong King Crunchers. Take a look at that again. Noel Campton and Malabunga.
Si Malabunga talaga. Yan ang gawain niya. Just to give you an update, Garcia with 23 points. But this one is playable. 59%.
Oh, binawian.
Efficiency, yeah. Si Campton walang napuntahan. Kinausap ni Ty Bundit, ayos lang yan. Kasali yan.
It was actually Martin Bogawan who got that kill block. Off the bench pa to. He checked in for JP.
We saw brief action in the earlier sets, but they're looking for somebody. Spark plug, anybody. Campton will shoot. He knew.
Oh.
He took it too casually eh. Alam ni Noel mabablock siya eh. Then he hit it.
Hindi na niya nilakasan actually.
Wala siyang chance manghulog. So, high risk, high reward, both ways. We have a timeout.
Tatlo po. 1, 2, 3.
Everybody, yeah.
Next
lang agad, nakapasa naman. Huwag kayo titigil pag nakapalo, pwede kayo mag-cover.
Go. Advantage tayo doon. Good. Resipin niyo ba doon?
Happy. Lupot. Tayong dalawa tayo.
Pasa lang muna, pasa lang.
Go. Go.
Trabaho nila so tayo, doble natin yung
Stop lang tayo. Stop muna tayo.
Hey, Crisscross! Crisscross!
We're going deep into the night, and this is a great game, and we hope we're making your Sunday evening complete. And this long weekend that you've enjoyed with family and friends, we're sort of putting the nightcap on it. In the meantime, it's 14-11, fourth set. 2-1 lead by the Crisscross King Crunchers, and that is overcooked.
Yeah, outside and no block touch. Good timeout there by Coach Ty. Balik sa 4 points ang lamang ng King Crunchers.
Louis Ramirez receiving. Campton denied.
Good block from the Super Spikers. Alam na nila na kay Noel Campton isa-set yung bola. Kaya naman pumunta na doon kagad. A triple block. Make that double actually. Kumala si Louis Ramirez doon.
Parang sabi ni Louis, kaya nyo na yan.
No. Good save.
Alive. It's alive, Paneng.
Oh, nice pancake save, but a miscommunication there on the side of the King Crunchers on who will get the second ball.
2 straight points now. Boy, players are giving it their all, huh? They're crashing into the floor. Marcus Bale will pull out Campton. It's been blocked twice here. Rocker will unleash that cannon serve of his again. Requenton helping out the back row.
Oh!
Garcia all dressed up. Nowhere to go on that one. 1 point, fourth set.
Good blockings from the Super Spikers. Kanina kay Noel Campton in the open, and this time kay Jude Garcia from that back row hit.
As much as a 5-point lead has now been erased. King Crunchers have to try something different here.
Outside.
That's outside. Here in the fourth set, so far the edge belongs to Signal in terms of blocking. 5-1. Timeout taken. Let's try to Take a break here at the second technical timeout. Back with us here at the Phil Oil Center as you review with us the head-to-head duels between these two teams ever since the Crisscross King Counters became a team from a year ago.
Lamang ang Super Spikers dito sa panalo, 7-6.
At saka yung mga panalo nila, yung mga makahulugan, championships.
Championships, yes.
And I'm sure King Crunchers want to change that trend. And they now have a 3-point lead. And they lead in the set count 2-1. Mark Spell. Cannonball din ito. Uy, medyo lighter version. Oh! Louis Ramirez found the angle, found the ball, found the spot.
He already saw there was only one blocker in front of him, so he targeted that cross-court, and a strong cross-court from Louis Ramirez.
Eto, tignan mo. One single block. Okay, I will fill up the space. 2-point lead still though by the men in orange.
Good first ball.
Riqueton. You know, he's so reliable. Huh? When you need an emergency point, why not go to him? Pinasok itong bagong player, ano? Anong pangalan niya? Panay? Si Shanke. Shanke. Hindi. Yung tinanong ko kay Coach Dex kanina eh.
That's how you pronounce his last name, Shanke. Jared James.
Ang dami nagsisisenyas dito. Check ball.
Nakita din ng first referee, there was a check ball.
Jared James Schnake. Yun pala yun.
Number 23.
Do they challenge? Referee Villarde looking at signal, I think. It's 19-15. 2 straight points now by the King Cruncher.
Good coverage.
Oh, Shanke got it. Schnake.
His first point for the game.
Bugawan will change the other Bugawan. Boy, this is close and tight. Big finish by Crisscross finishes the game.
Oh, good check.
Long and out. 4-point lead. Home stretch of the fourth.
Nice serve.
Ramirez, Rotter. And Rotter gets something to bite. It's now 20-17. Ako hindi ako takot sa volleyball pumunta sa akin. Takot ako mag-basketball. Ang lakas eh. Ang bigat eh.
Ang bigat ng bola.
Oo.
Good block, but a good coverage from the King Crunchers.
Hulog! Tinaas ni Preliminaries. Garcia, malakas.
There was a block touch.
May tumama, ano ha?
There was, and the coverage was not ready for the Super Spikers.
Wala sa ilalim, ano?
Oo.
Napaka-crafty ng mga players. Kamay-kamay na yan eh. Hindi power yun eh. Kamay yun eh.
Good placement and a good target.
21-17. Silang. Rotter gets it back quickly.
Targeting down the line, that was Steven Roeder.
Schneider will serve.
That was outside, and now Wendell Miguel will go check in again for the Super Spikers.
Again, keep in mind, just the top 4 teams will move into the next round with 2 guest teams coming in from Australia and Japan. This one is out. And Crisscross is 2 points away from taking a win against Signal, though I think we have a challenge in progress here.
If there was a check ball.
But you know, Paneng, there's no question this game has been fiercely fought. Huh? Grabe, dikit na dikit hanggang dulo.
And we saw during the previous sets also, and we did mention na kahit gaano kalaki yung lamang ng either squad, makakadikit yung naiiwan eh.
Gagawa't gagawa ng paraan eh.
So there was no block touch. The point will stay with the King Crunchers.
It's 23-18 here in set 4.
Good check.
Chance. Espero
Oh!
simply tapped it against the blockers, and they arrive at match point.
Villados is really doing a good job in the setting department for the King Crunchers. He really knows how to activate all of his attackers. Ang gaganda ng mga sets na binibigay niya.
Pulido eh, no? Oh, that's outside. And that's going to do it. No challenge remains. A big win by the Crisscross King Crunchers. I like it when there's no more challenge with the last point. Okay na yan, di ba?
Oh, pakita na nila na outside talaga.
Oh, tanggap na. Okay. And it was a well-fought battle by both sides. No question about it.
Agree. Dikit yung laro natin. We even have an extended second set, 24-26.
We lasted way into the evening, but that doesn't matter because we're sure that you enjoyed the volleyball action. We'll tie this all up with a chat with our best player of the game, as well as summarizing the day's events and the numbers. And let's take a break.
Welcome back. You're still tuned in here at the Spikers Turf Invitational Conference 2025 Crisscross King Crunchers, handing the Signal Super Spikers their first loss of the conference. Beside me is our best player of the game, Jude Garcia, with big 24 points, 20 attacks, 3 blocks, and 1 ace. Jude, congratulations.
Thank you po.
We've know you've prepared so hard for this game, your first game against Signal for the conference. Can you walk us through how you prepared for this match?
Kung ano lang yung kasi sabi sa amin ni Coach Tay, maglaro lang kami kung ano yung ginalaw namin nung nasa training camp kami sa Thailand, which is naging maganda yung resulta. So kumbaga, as a team, talaga nag-contribute lahat, hindi lang naman ako. Kumbaga, trinabaho ng bawat isa sa amin. Kung sino man ipasok, ganyan, nag-contribute talaga. Kaya sobrang credit talaga din sa teammates ko na
Jude, we've had an extended set.
Yes,
Nakakuha rin ng isang set ang Signal against you guys. But from there on, you guys carried the momentum. What clicked with that one?
Siguro yung eagerness din namin na manalo today. Kasi syempre, given naman ang Signal talagang lalaban eh. Pero talagang trinabaho ng bawat isa sa amin. So yun, nagbunga yung hard work ng team.
Thank you so much, Jude Garcia, our best player of the game for the first match of the Signal Super Spikers and the Crisscross King Crunchers. Back to you, Seven Panay.
Maraming salamat, Denise. At what a game, Panay. I'm glad that you and I did this great game between these two undefeated teams. And now somebody has a loss across their name.
But actually, this is a very good game. We saw a very good game from both squads. Dikit lang yung laban. Ang gaganda ng mga balikan ng bola, set plays. And like what we always mention, palaging may nakakahabol kahit gaano kalaki yung lamang ng either squads. And we saw a lot of good set plays, good serves. But then at the end, King Crunchers won the game in 4 sets. And looking at the statistics on that 4th set lang, attack points 14 from King Crunchers, 1 block. But they were able to limit their errors to only 2 errors for that set compared to 10 errors of the Signal Super Spikers. And binanggit nga ni Jude Garcia, it was a collective effort for all of the squad. A lot contributed to the scoring department. So he scored 23 points, but then followed by Noel Campton with 16 points and Roquindon with 14 points. So those 3 are the leading scorers for the King Crunchers. So it was a long day.
Tongue twister talaga yan. But Wednesday, magsama-sama tayo ulit sa Paco Arena as the Spin Doctors hit the court against the Crisscross King Crunchers, and Signal will try to get back on the winning track on the second game against the Navy at 6 o'clock. In behalf of Denise and Panang, thank you for joining us. It's been a great day of volleyball, and we hope your weekend has been special as you recall your loved ones and we recall the great moments of family, of course. We'll see you next time here in the place where power meets passion, Spikers Turf.